Good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Little bit of a mouthful there, though I don't know why it should be. Other than it's hump day, happy hump day. We are almost to the weekend, and considering we had a long weekend just passed, we should all have lots of energy, been raring to go. But I know the weather has been a little steamy, a little tempestuous. We've got tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings here in Whitby, but so far, peeking out my window, the skies look relatively clear. So hopefully we'll get this live in and onto the airwaves. We got some fun stuff for you tonight. Not a lot. The onslaught is coming. We are expecting some large shipments over the next couple of days. So next week's What's New and What's New in June will be worth your while to come and join us. So we got lots of eyeballs on that. We got people tuning in.
A few people, there you go.
Excellent. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know when this time of year hits, it does make it harder to be inside and watching your devices, so I do appreciate you joining us live. There will be an announcement towards the end of the live tonight about our deal of the week. If you have been to our website in the last 24 hours-ish, if you caught Chris's learning live last night, you already know what the deal of the week is. But if you don't know, if you have been gardening, if you have been traveling, if you have been cottaging, and you missed last night, then you're going to want to stick around until the end of this live tonight, and I will talk to you about this week's deal of the week. But again, some good stuff to share with you. I'm going to actually start off with a bit of an announcement as well. Matt's going to put up that one there. Yeah, absolutely. So on Tuesday, gosh, that was only yesterday. It feels like a really long time ago. But yesterday morning, we opened up registration for our second annual Great Ontario Shop Hop. And we are very, very excited to be partnering with Brenda at Stamplicity, Liette at Glitter and Ink, and Alana at the Scrapbook Shop to offer you a really super fun summer activity that you can, just get out and about with your crafty friends, go visit some stores, and just have a lot of fun. So what is a shop hop? For those of you who do not know what a shop hop is, you are going to purchase a passport from us. You can see it's just off to the side of the red bag in the picture that we have on screen. And when we go back to my desktop, I can show you an actual.
You want me to go back to this?
Sure, we can go back to that. So this is your teeny tiny 2024 Great Ontario Shop Hop passport. It is perfect to fit in your wallet. And when you purchase one of these, you do also get one of those red reusable bags. If you have one from last year, not a problem. We will happily give you a second one. If you are new, that red bag is intended to go with you to each of the different stores and help you carry home the crafty goodies that you find at those stores. And so, yes, the idea is that you are going to visit all 4 stores, starting or ending with us. And then there is Glitter and Ink, which is to the east of us in Belleville. The Scrapbook Shop is to the west of us and north. They are in Listowel. And Stamplicity is our southernmost store in Port Colborne, right on the coast of Lake Erie. So the idea is that you go to all 4 stores. When you shop, you're going to get your passport stamped. You are going to get 15% off your purchases at each store. So there's a little bit of savings, a little bit of incentive for you to get out to all 4 stores. And then when you're done, you're going to return this passport to us and it's going to go in a draw. And we are in the process of rounding up some amazing prizes from our vendor partners. And so we're going to have, if you go to all 4 stores, you are going to be entered into some ginormous prize baskets. If you only go to 2 or 3 stores, the prizes get a little bit smaller, and we will have some prizes depending on how generous our sponsors are if you only visit 1 store. But the whole idea is for you to grab your crafty friends and get out. Go and support all 4 of us local stores. We all do something a little bit differently. So there's definitely reason to go to each store to check things out. And we really just want to support these stores in Ontario. One of the pieces of feedback we got from last year is, oh, well, can you just give us a coupon code to shop on your website? Well, we could, but we're not going to, because we want to meet you in person. We want to see you. We want to see you in person. We're going to engage with you. We're going to get to know you. And, each store is going to do some fun activities as well. Not necessarily a make and take every single day, but we're gonna have fun stuff going on. And the only way to do that is to have you go to each store in person. So you can go right to our website. The passports are $15. Like I said, that gets you 15% off at each of the 4 stores. And you have from June 15th until July 31st to visit all 4 stores. Now, if you have any questions about this, feel free to pop them in the comments, or you can always email us. Here's the email, customerservice@craftersworkshop.ca. It really is a good time. And if any of our shop hoppers from last year are watching tonight, please do chime in and tell us how much fun you had going to all the different stores. We'll make restaurant recommendations. We will tell you other things to do in the area. And we just love getting to meet other crafters and build our Ontario community. Okay, so that is new from a events perspective. I don't have a slide for this or anything else, but I've already been putting in the newsletter just to mark on your calendar that our D-Stash sale is coming up on June 15th. That's only maybe 3 weeks away. That'll be at the Stouffville Legion, which is about 5 minutes from the store. And then the outlet and the store will both be open as well. And yeah, coincidentally, that is the same day that the shop hop happens. So there's lots of things that can be ticked off on that June 15th. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start with Lawn Fawn. So last week when we did our live, we were not allowed to share with you much about the Lawn Fawn release because we're under, I'm putting my finger out here pretending I'm going shh, because we are under, sworn secrecy when it comes to the Lawn Fawn release until midnight. But now we're a week in and I can share with you some really fun stuff that has arrived for the Lawn Fawn release. I'm going to start with washi tape. We have 4 really adorable washi tapes that come in the roll. We've got thanks, and what probably not translating well on the camera is that this thanks, the white background has a little bit of a shimmer. So it's got a little bit of a sparkly spark. Great for cards, great for envelopes. Yeah, just great for decorating pretty much anything. We've got the pool party with all the little critters on the inner tubes. Last night we watched the Summer Baking Challenge and they were doing inner tube cakes. So here's inner tube washi tape. Sweet treats washi tape with all the ice cream. And, especially in this heat, ice cream is always a good idea. And then the birthday balloons washi, complete with teeny tiny little faces. You may not be able to see them well on the camera, but little teeny tiny faces that just make everything cuter. There are some mini stamps or little teeny tiny stamps here in this set. I believe all of them also offer a stamp and die bundle. Not sure what we still have left in stock, but you can find them on the website under the May new arrivals and the Lawn Fawn release. So this is You're So Gnarly. We have the Little Dragon flip-flop. It is the year of the dragon, so if you need to make some dragon cards, this one's super cute. And then this one is called Year 14. Every year on Lawn Fawn's birthday, which is usually in the summer release, they come out with a cute little birthday stamp set to represent their year. So this is Year 14. It's this cute little bunch of grapes. And you know what? I was doing some fun work while I was away this weekend for the long weekend. I was trying some different grape combinations of color and playing with some different ones. Again, not too sure how well they're translating on the camera, but drop in the comments. Do you like the more purpley combination? This one's got more of a pink combination. And then there's this one here that's more of that burgundy grape. Again, don't know if it's translating well. And then here's another purple one over here. But these are kind of the three that I've narrowed down my favorites to. So let me know which ones you like. What grapes do you like? More of a purpley grape or more, I guess, would this be more of a Concord grape that's in the burgundy? I'm not sure. I don't know my grapes very well. It's coloring some turtles. So there is some coloring going on. Some sample making will be coming.
You know how much you love puns.
Yeah.
They look great to me.
Oh, Joanne, they look great to you.
Oh.
Thank you, Joanne. That made my day. Love a good pun. All right. Next up, again, talking about ice cream, here is a sample card, and I'm going to share with you some of the product that was used to make it. Lawn Fawn does also have a new paper pack for summer, which I'll show you at the end. But seriously, how much ice cream can one little bunny eat?
That's what we didn't do this past weekend. We didn't go for ice cream.
We did not end up going for Kawartha Dairy. We were too lazy. We were just enjoying being at the lake. But maybe next time. Anyways, this stamp set is from the Treat Cart stamp set. There are also dies to go with it. But again, you've got your little treat cart, you've got your little critters, and this goes really well with the Ferris wheel set that they've had in previous releases, as well as the coasters. The roller coaster was probably one of my favorite all-time Lawn Fawn stamps, especially because you can make it interactive and have it go up and down that roller coaster. But that goes really well with it. This one is the Ta-Da Diorama Shop add-on, meant to make a little ice cream shop, though Darlene and I have already started brainstorming how we can make a craft shop. I think that would be fun. And then also on this sample is the scalloped fringe border. So it's got little cuts here to make this fringed border, and you can either fluff it up like this one has inadvertently gotten, or you can leave it smooth and flat. And when you use an ombre paper, it kind of gives it a fun little look. Cut two and offset them to get that look. There is also the scalloped arches border. No, there's no picture on the back, but it's more of a rainbow look to it. So that's an alternate for border. And while we're talking about ice cream and treats, here is Froyo Friend. This is a excuse me. This was a stamp set back in the day, and now they have made it into an adorable paper piecing set that'll go really well with this whole ice cream theme. So that's the first little pile. Trying to find a safe place to put these back. There we go. The next one is super fun. This one is called How You Bean Money Add-on. I do not, unfortunately, have a sample for this one yet. It is on our wish list to get some samples made. Perfect for graduations, wedding showers, anything where teen birthdays, Father's Day, anywhere where you want to give a little cash, but make it feel a little bit more personal. This How You Bean Money add-on is super cute. And then there is the Money Pocket, and it literally is a pocket. So it makes you a pocket to go on the card that you can tuck money into, you can tuck a gift card into, and it's really super sweet with the little button, the little heart, and all the detailed stitching. These flaps fold in to attach to your card or to your project. But if you wanted to just make it a standalone pocket or a tag, you could always cut a second one, maybe cut off the tabs so that you can make it a three-dimensional item. That one would be fun to play with. The next card here, especially as Father's Day comes rolling around. This is a root beer float with Thanks Dad. I totally see using fluffy stuff or glossy accents to give that foam a little bit more dimension. You can also use the Dress My Craft bubble gems to really let these bubbles come to life. So that is here it is. It's called the Build a Drink Root Beer Float Add-on. You could use it for St. Patrick's Day. You could use it for so many different things, with or without the foam. It's even got a little bit of whipped cream that you can put on the back. We have the Thanks. This is the giant outlined Thanks. And for all of my lovely ladies who are in the French community, guess what? Guess what? There is Merci as well. Such a great size. It's probably about 1.5 inches, maybe 1.75 inches tall, but a great size for all your projects.
Really simple card front.
Very simple card front. Not a whole lot. I mean, you could just do this. You could use the glitter foam from Spellbinders and cut it out. Or again, just even though paper piecing tends to be a little intimidating for some, you could do this really, really simply. And if you don't have the right colors of cardstock, use your markers. Cut it out of white and use your markers or ink blending.
What difference does the cardstock color make?
Well, if you want to have, say green beer, or maybe you're making a grape pop float or something like that.
Okay.
Or you want a different kind of beer in there. Who knows? You might want colors of your liquids. Or maybe you're going to make this out of metallic paper. So you could, have one of those pewter steins. You could even make this into a shaker. Possibilities are endless. All right, so that is the Thanks Dad with the root beer float. Next up, for those of you who like the mice, there is another mice set. This is a cute little card. Lots of dimension, lots of cute little critters using the Whoosh Kites stamp set. And one thing you may notice is that each one of these little mice is holding a spool of twine, or I guess in this case it is kite strings. But given that Lawn Fawn has come out with some new hemp twine, these little guys could go in with your crafty mice, and they're making twine and they're using twine. So definitely take a look at things and see how you can multi-purpose your critters. Even if you think they've been done for a specific reason, you can always do something different. And then here is the Give It a Whirl messages. So the newest interactive die is a circular die that spins around and you give your message a whirl. Here are some new messages. They've used it on its own here in the background. It's a little bit pale, but just gives it a really subtle look. And even though they're on a circle piece of acrylic, you could always, just stamp them on a square, stamp them right on the background like this, and use it in many different ways. To go along with this too, even though it's not shown on the sample, there is the Mr. Sun paper piecing die that would look really cute in the background as well. Okay, so that's that one. This one's interesting. So this is a whole desert theme. And I think they've done a really great job. I mean, it's very soft colors. It's not the bright usual colors that you expect from Lawn Fawn, but it is really super cute as well. The stamp set is called Critters in the Desert. And there is speaking of puns, there is all kinds of dessert puns. Oh. So I got you some dessert for your birthday. Ahem, you mean dessert. You desert the best. I desert you. You got some desert. I keep saying it wrong. I got you some desert to celebrate. Yeah. Anyways, and I'm all ears because isn't he just the cutest? There is a desert canyon backdrop, which was used to create this card. And one other one, I actually put it in the wrong spot here in my pile. I'm going to pull it out because you notice on this sample, they've done a really cool thing on the background to create the sun. They have actually used a stitching die. So this is the embroidery hoop window and frame add-on, which is for all those people who love to stitch, or if you just want some fun shapes. Well, they used it in a very different way here on this desert, not dessert, desert card. And again, here's my little turtle. I've tried them with a brown shell and with a green shell. Not sure which I like better. I may try a different color combination here. And this is often what I do, folks, when I'm just playing around and just want some downtime, is I'll stamp out a whole bunch of images and just play with color combinations. Again, whether it's Copic markers, your colorista markers, ink blending, watercolor. You never know what colors are going to work well together until you give them a try. All right. One more sample card and a couple more things, and then we are done Lawn Fawn. So this is another cutie patootie one. It is a bubblegum machine.
Who doesn't like bubblegum?
Who does not like bubblegum? Absolutely. I've also seen, I will try and post on our page, someone took this bubblegum but colored it in very soft vintagey colors, and it really looks like an old-timey very retro, very vintage bubblegum machine, and it is beautiful. It's definitely on my wish list of things I want to recreate. So take a look at this guy. The die is, oh, and it's slid down here. I don't know what it's called. Oh, Build a Gumball Machine. Sorry, it was covering up here. Build a Gumball Machine. Got all kinds of little mechanism, little coins, that kind of thing. It would just be, the only thing that would make this cuter is if it was interactive. There is the diagonal stripes border that you see running across the sample card there. Nice, great length that you can use it either vertical or horizontal. And then there is the All the Smiles stamp set. If you look at a lot of the Lawn Fawn stamp sets, they have different faces, different, whether they're winky faces, smiling faces, tongue out, sunglasses, regular glasses. But you have to go hunting through each and every stamp set in order to find the one you want. So here, by putting it in all one stamp set, All the Smiles, much like the All the Clouds and all the speech bubbles that they've had in previous releases, now you have it all on one stamp set. And then they filled in the extra spaces with balloons and birthday cakes so that you've got, lots of very versatile items for your crafting. So that is the last of the samples. And there is the telemarkers trying to call. Just a few other things. There is a sunburst, what is it called? Yeah, sunburst window for your ta-da diorama. There is the tiny gift box lizard and snake. Yeah, lizard and snake. Who wants a lizard treat box? Not me, but there are lizard lovers out there for sure. There is stitched sentiment banners. There is quilted star backdrop. And then there are 2 stencil sets as well. And I think I probably forgot to grab a couple of things off the wall, but you can just go and check all of that out in the new releases or under the Lawn Fawn brand. I did show you the twine. There is actually 6 colors. We sold out of 3. Our restock should be arriving tomorrow or Friday, so we will have more back in stock. But right now we have red, yellow, and green. And that is Lawn Fawn.
So Liana has a suggestion for the mug thing. Butterbeer.
Butterbeer would be a good one, absolutely.
And Linda says that the lizard snake gift box gave her the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Can't disagree.
Can't disagree on that one, but you know what? You may have someone out there who does love lizards, so maybe you put, dried crickets in there. Who knows? I did forget to show you the paper. This is the 12 by 12. We did actually sell out of the 6 by 6, but more is coming. And these are called pint-sized patterns. So you will notice that even on the 12 by 12, this is probably, well, no, I'll show you the green one because, green. They are really dainty little patterns. So even if you are a card maker and tend to steer towards the 6 by 6 in usual crafting, the 12 by 12s are beautiful because they are a nice size. and you could then cut it down to whatever size you want. So there's 6 different patterns, and then more of a either a stitched kind of look or a grid kind of look on the back side. So super fun, always good versatile papers from Lawn Fawn. Okay, couple of quickies here, and then I will finish up with a brand new line from 49 and Market and our special announcement. Last week, I believe I shared with you our new Wildflower Honey hand lotion. The ladies who've been coming in and trying our tester have absolutely been loving it. It's a nice, light floral, almost has a little bit of a fruity tone to it, but really nice and light. Well, we now have the hand soap, the foaming hand soap in stock as well. The second half of our shipment arrived, so super happy to have that in. Jelly rolls. We are restocked on the gold and silver metallic retractable. I can't remember what the third color was in that.
I don't know.
But we also, because Darlene asked so nicely, we did bring in this metallic set as well. It doesn't really have a name.
It's called metallic.
It's just called metallic versus
craft. The other ones are craft.
Okay. But you've got the teal or green, you've got the purple, and you've got the blue in the retractable format. So super fun to play with and draw with and write notes with. And then we have something new from Mr. Tim. You may have seen his posts on social. He is going to be doing a live on Saturday to talk about these a little bit more. So there will be more information if you go to his YouTube channel. Typically, he does a noon Eastern launch. I would expect this would be the same because that's 9 Pacific. But you can look that up on his social just to be sure. These are recoil snips or recoil scissors. So the big ones are called scissors. The small ones are called snips. And the whole idea is that they are driven by this spring-loaded mechanism in the middle. It's got nice, comfortable hand grips that you can, open a little bit, open a lot, and still cut really nicely. You do get an extra spring in each one of these. We thought it was just a case for some reason that you lost this one, but there is actually a reason. There are 2 different tensions. The one that comes already attached to your snips or scissors is a lighter tension. The other one is a heavier tension. So when you are cutting heavier materials like chipboard or like a canvas fabric or something like that, you want to switch to the heavier tension to give you a little bit more control. Now, I will say, there's not a huge difference between the 2 springs, but you definitely don't want to lose it, and you may want to try it yourself and just see which spring you like. They are Teflon coated, so if you are cutting foam or anything that's sticky, the stickiness is going to be able to come off really, really easily. Warning, do not go like this. I'm not doing it hard, but I'm telling you, I've done it and sliced my finger open. So when you go to clean it, use a glue eraser, use something other than your fingers to remove that glue with. Unlike the other scissors that Tim offers, these have a straight edge, not a serrated edge. So you're going to get nice, clean, smooth cuts. And when you're all done and ready to put it away, you're going to squeeze it shut. And there is a locking mechanism that keeps those blades closed. And then you can pop the little cap on. It snaps right over the little screw, and you are good to go. So those are the recoil snips and the 9.5-inch recoil scissors from Tim Holtz.
Sounds like Donna's already playing with hers.
Donna's already playing with hers. If you are not sold and you are local, come in the store. We do have sample sets in the store for you to try. If you have a particular material that you want to see how well these scissors cut, bring it with you and give it a try. We are happy to let you get your hands on and see what those are all about. Okay. Next, but certainly not least.
Oh, the newest of the new?
The newest of the new, like literally out of the box before we came tonight. Do I show the sample first or do I show the paper? I'm going to show the sample first.
Oh, jeepers.
So Darlene, bless her heart, has been a little bit under the weather. but she knew she was feeling better when she felt like tackling a 49 and Market project. In the trade show that we did last week, one of the classes was this 49 and Market album with Janine, who is the owner of 49 and Market, using the brand new Academia line from brand new designer for 49 and Market, Dennis Bruton. I'm not sure if I said that right. He's from South Africa. Really charming fellow from the video that I watched. He's done tons of designing in the past. This is his first collection with 49 and Market, and you will definitely see that he has a very distinct style.
Very different.
Very different. Very different. I mean, Katie and Dennis, to say that they're both vintage, yes. But that's pretty much where the similarities end. And that's a good thing because sometimes we like different things. I'm just going to do a quick flip through of this. We did not bring the binders in just yet. If this is something that appeals to you, let us know and we can take a look at this again. Seeing Darlene's project is absolutely stunning. So it's got this cute little element with the doors that open up and shows the lockers peeking through. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's another page in behind that has the lockers peeking through. And another store owner actually took some acetate and put it behind as well to give much more of that window look too. All those things that those little tiny things that you do to elevate your project. The sticker goes all the way around the back of the book. There is a silicone band here, and you'll see why in just a second. So this opens up and it does have a little binder clip over here. This binder clip does come unattached. So you can either put it over here, you could put it in the middle, or you can put it on this side. You can put it wherever you want.
Or don't put it at all.
Or don't use it at all. The one thing that Janine did mention in class is the adhesive on this isn't actually as strong as she would have liked. So please, she encourages you to use your own really strong liquid glue or score tape to attach that in a more sturdy fashion. To open the binder clips, you're just going to squeeze and then pull and then put it back this way. They're again, maybe not as sturdy as we would like, so you do have to be gentle, but again, that best way to open it is squeeze and pull. Very easy. On this side, we've got some beautiful pages. I'm going to slide it this way. So it's nice to see the paper in action. The laser cuts, all the great titles, the photos. Please let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I know you guys will tell me what you're thinking with your orders, but I would love to hear your impressions. So
Shelley thinks it's gorgeous.
It's pretty spectacular.
It's not clear if that's just the paper line or if that's the project.
Well, it could be both. There are some little pocket folders that have gone in the back here. And then over on this side, this is where this silicone band comes into place. It's a notebook. And so again, it's very much like a traveler's notebook, which Darlene said really was, appealing to her. The little rulers. So just some really cute little elements. And the nice thing about this is you absolutely could scale this for younger students all the way up to university students. It really has a very universal appeal to this. And then you just cover the inside. And again, you just tuck this in. Now, Darlene also said that there was a washi tape. I guess we didn't get the washi tape.
Yeah, it's washi tape.
The strips.
It's strips.
Oh, that's right.
Washi strips.
That is this one here.
Yeah.
So there are washi sheets here, but you could also, we've done books in the past that use hockey tape or other kinds of fabric tape. You could use that to really finish off the spine there and do something fun. Oops.
Are you breaking her
I'm
project?
trying not to. I just bonked a leaf though, and there we go, back into place. So that is the project just for inspiration. Let's switch over here to the 12 by 12 paper. We do also have this in individual sheets. And again, there is a 6 by 8 pad as well. I'll show that first, but then let's take a look at this. So when you buy the collection pack, there is an exclusive paper on that back of that advertising sheet. And you know what? If you like some of these patterns, I know I would be inclined to cut out the little squares as well. Just saying. And this is cool. Looks like if you put the two pieces side by side, it creates a really great coordinating page there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there's this piece here that has the windows similar to what was on Darlene's. I wonder even if, no, that looks like an ephemera piece. I was going to say, I wonder if they fussy cut that out, which is always an option when it comes to 49 Market. Here is that second piece. Oh, no, it's next. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Again, I love the exposed light bulbs. Everything else is just, I really like the look of this. And then this is almost like what comes out of the ultimate page kits that Janine does, where you could really just put your photos on, add some laser cuts or some ephemera, and call it done. Your background page really does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Some great sentiments along the bottom. Congrats on achieving such a significant milestone. Way to go. Here's to you on your special day. And then here's the one I was talking about, where if you put the two pages together, it makes a really cohesive 2-page spread. Love that brick on the back. That piece right there is totally stunning. All right, we saw that one already. This one's got kind of a ledger paper on the back. The polka dots, I love the color combinations. Again, it's these deep colors, but they're not so dark that they're dingy or grungy. There's a real brightness to them, and the little leaves just add that organic layer to it. Love the hexagons, more ledger paper.
Dawn is making a good point. Here, I'll put it up. It's a nice change from 49 Market, from the usual flowers.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the fact that, not to be stereotypical, but that Dennis is a guy definitely gives you a completely different take on what 49 Market can mean. The colors and the artwork, like they almost look like they've been painted, but by an extremely talented painter, because they've got that realistic element to it as well. They're not photographs, but they have a real realistic level, and definitely really nice, fresh to see something different from a brand that we love. And I will say the best part is, the paper is nice and thick, like all 49 Market paper is, but it almost has a satin finish to it. And I don't know how else to say it, but it's very smooth, almost silky. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy working with it. I mean, just different. And maybe because he's from South Africa, they've got different trends down there. This book paper is the bomb.
Speaking, coming from a book lover.
Like.
Well, we did order the single sheets.
We did order the single sheets. Definitely, there are ones here. I mean, that brick one too. This wood panel one. So if you are thinking of whether it's school or just masculine, and from what Darlene was telling me, Dennis's next line will be a much more masculine paper as well. So it's really finding that nice balance within 49 Market. Super, super excited. Some great numbers. And then last but not least is a cut apart page. And I'm going to flip it over to this side first. So if you are doing kind of a school year's album, it's got first, second, third, all the way up to 12. Sorry, let me grab a sip of paper. Sip of paper.
You're having a night.
Wow, I'm almost done. It's all good. Sip of water. All right, good times. Everybody's having a chuckle.
I am.
But on the back side here, or I guess on the front side as the case may be, some really great inspirational messages. Be so good they can't ignore you. Do the things you think you can't do. Live your best life. Dream it, believe it, achieve it. Just imagine the cards that you could make to really pick somebody up and, make their day, because these are absolutely stunning. So that is the collection pack. And like I said, we do have single sheets as well. So that is beautiful. And I think it will go quickly. I showed you the 6x8. I showed you the washi sheets. So these are long strips of washi. And then you could use is that, oh, you know what? Oh, okay. So it's just the back.
No,
it's all washi. One full 6x12 sheet, one 6x12 sheet of strips. So there is actually 2 sheets.
Yeah.
This one will be strips. This one is one full sheet that you could cut in half to have those different backgrounds. We have die cut elements, many of which you saw. So you've got your doors with the windows, you've got frames, you've got sentiments, the little, they're not T-squares, but the little triangle rulers. I'm going to come back to this one. We've got the laser cut elements. So again, if you love the laser cut elements from 49 Market, then these are right in your wheelhouse. 4 sheets.
Are those big ones or small ones? Joanne's asking, do they have small laser cuts? But I don't know.
There is only one size. So well, let's see if I can gently. Bottom on the front. Okay, that's weird.
On the front?
Yeah.
Oh, that means they packaged it backwards.
That's very possible. All right. So there is only one size. They did not define large or small. This side are bonus fussy cutting sheet.
Oh, Tanya.
This is definitely a Tanya sheet. I would say that these are comparable, not to the mini ones, but to the large ones. These are a fairly substantial size. Like this little backpack, for example, I would say is approximately 2x2. The owls and things, of course, are little, but then this one here is easily 3-ish inches tall. So hopefully that answers your question, Joanne. And then the foliage as well. This to me is comparable to the standard laser cuts, not the mini laser cuts. I'll put that back in the bag later. And then last but not least, there is a pack of blendable rub-ons, 3 sheets that are 6x12. And you've got one here that's got some corner bits and some sentiments. You've got a foliage one, and then you've got another one here that is much more sentiment focused. Now, before I go on, I need to show you something. And again, not sure if it's going to show up well on the camera. There is one here. It says graduation, the future belongs to you. But that's not actually what it says. There is a typo in the word future. Full transparency, there is a typo. 49 Market is aware, and they have simply made the decision to not reproduce these. So just know that you have one of a kind. It's like those book printings where you get, where you find typos in it. They are exclusive.
Oh, 2 T's.
There's 2 T's. Yes, it's FUTUTRE. So what one store owner suggested is that's how they spell future in South Africa.
Or in the future.
That's also a good call. You could very carefully go in and cut. It's a rub-on, so you could cut out the extra T and nobody would know. Or you just go with it and you assume that nobody is going to call you on the fact that the rub-on is spelled wrong. 49 Market felt horrible. They said, if you knew how many times we looked at this, and that is so true in many, many different ways. So I will apologize on behalf of 49 Market for the spelling error. But remember, this is crafting and it's an opportunity to embellish. So we're just going to roll with it. And the future may have an extra T, or it may not.
It's funny how I had to look to see the error.
Well,
my brain just fixed it.
Your brain will just naturally fix it. And that is, one of those things about the English language is that your brain knows what it's supposed to say. So don't worry too much about it. But I just wanted to be really upfront and let you know we are all human and it is an opportunity to embellish. So I'm curious to see what you guys would do to fix that, or if you would just leave it. It is a rub-on and maybe you just tuck it under something. Who knows? So that is the Academia line from 49 Market. And that wraps up all of the new product that has arrived in the store this week. Like I said, we've got some big shipments coming our way. We've got some Echo Park coming. We've got Simple Stories coming. I'm in the process of placing a spellbinders order, and that's just scratching the surface. So as we wrap up tonight, I will tell you about this week's deal of the week. Last night, Chris did an amazing learning live on Hero Arts metallic sprays. There are two-tone sprays and there are tone-on-tone sprays. They come in this bottle with just the powder, and you add the water yourself.
Okay, I thought you were trying to show something.
Nope, not trying to show anything. I'm just looking across at the screen. There are limited colors left available, but they are 40% off. All you have to do is go to our website, papercraftersworkshop.ca, and there is a banner right on the homepage that you can click, and it'll take you to what is left. It is while supplies last. And if you take nothing else away from there's two messages from Chris's Learning Live last night. One is, get your stuff out and play with it. See what it does. See what happens when you mix things, stir things, do different things with it. And with these sprays, if you are going to use them as sprays, make sure you clean the nozzles before you put it away. And with that, we are going to put away our camera and our computer. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your week. We are open tomorrow, Thursday, until 7 o'clock. And then we are open Friday and Saturday, normal hours, 10 until 4. I think that's it. We are finishing off the second last week of May. And I hope everyone is going to hustle out and grab their Shop Hop passports, grab their academia and their lawn fawn, and any other goodies that make you happy. Have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone, and take good care. Good night.